Hey everybody, this is Steve from Watson House Studios, and tonight I'm going to be talking about a Uni-Vibe. Well, I'm going to actually be, what I'm doing is I'm going to tease a comparison I'm going to do of a couple pedals, actually four of them. Two are Uni-Vibes and two are phase shifters, and that kind of have a Uni-Vibe sound. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera around, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by looking. There's a picture of Jimi Hendrix's actual Uni-Vibe. Now, the Uni-Vibe was built by a company called Shin-Ei, I think that's how you pronounce it. And here's one that I have, okay? And, you know, most guitar players know these, really. I mean, it was, you know, Jimi Hendrix, Ernie Isley, David Gilmour, you know. Machine Gun is the sound, you know. Very popular, beautiful sounding things. They were made to simulate a Leslie speaker, a rotating speaker. And I'll tell you what, they came up with a very unique sound. Now this pedal, if you try to buy it now, you know, they're probably $300 or $400 new back in the late 60s, early 70s. I think mine's made right at 69. It is the original Shin-Ei company. I think Univox bought them eventually. And so this is a really nice, crazy pedal. If you try to buy one today, probably going to cost you, well, in bad shape, but working without this foot pedal, it's probably going to be about $2,000. But as long as it's working, people love them. And they make all kinds of different, people come up with all kinds of different ideas for the speed pedal, which this pedal over here is. Now, you know, but for the most part, you're going to pay $2,500 to $3,000, $2,500 to $3,000 for one. In really good condition, and you know, this is in really good condition, great working condition, physical condition. The only problem it has is somebody painted on here, and I think I'm gonna hurt it more by taking it off. So I live with it. Okay, the next pedal is it's a Maestro Phase Shifter. Now this one, you know, you'll probably pay, you know, $300 maybe, you know, the used market. Now, of course, they're not new. This is from the 70s. And I mean, there was just some really cool phase shifter pedals from the 70s. In fact, most phase shifters, not all of them, but most of them, try to mimic these in some way. And this one's really cool. I mean, but again, this is one of the pedals where, so the Uni-Vibe, you have some control. You can turn it off and on with your foot. This Maestro, you can't, right? It's going to be on or off. You can control these different pedals for different speeds. But it sounds amazing too. It's a different sound, but it has a kind of a eerily close to the Uni-Vibe. Of course, it's not the original Uni-Vibe, that's for sure. Now here's one that I just got today. It's a Armond Model 1900 Pedal Phaser, it's called. And I got lucky in a way. A guy bought it. I bought it on Reverb, and it was brand new in the box, but what they call old stock, right? Brand new, old stock. Learned that from, what's those guys? American Pickers. Yeah. Those guys always talk about that stuff. This is from the early 70s as well. I paid $200 for this roughly, and you can, find them, I believe. And this thing sounds pretty damn good too. It's pretty cool. And then the last one I'm going to compare this is a, somebody simulating one. This guy, Classic Vibe Baby. These things actually just sound pretty good. You know, it's all built into one pedal. Looks like a wah-wah pedal. In fact, I've had it on my pedal board, and there's been times where it's been confusing. Which one's the volume pedal? And in fact, that's why I don't have a certain type of volume pedal. I make sure I have a volume pedal, looks like, you know, a different type. And then I have a wah-wah pedal, and then this looks kind of like the Crybaby. Now, I'm going to do a comparison tomorrow. I will tell you that it's very odd circumstances. I'm going to take this Uni-Vibe out on a gig. You know, in fact, it's going to stay here, probably never to be used outside of this studio. But it is available to anybody who wants to use it at this studio. The thing is just amazing. Now, the other ones, don't get me wrong, they're all good and they're all unique. But man, this Uni-Vibe is just, it'll make you cry. My friend of mine was here and we were playing out of a 70s Vibrolux, I think it was. And this amp I have in the other room, in the performance room. And we were using, everything we're using was from 70 or before, except for the guitar. And oh my God, it just sounded so good. So anyway, I just want to give you a sample. I'm going to be doing this later tonight, and I'll post this tomorrow. I'll talk a little bit about them, you know, a little more about them, what I know about them. This one, when I bought, was broke. I actually paid a little bit less and then had it fixed. And then this one, actually, just so you know, I know a couple people that use them. My friend Ethan Tucker, who uses it on, you know, and loves it. You know, it sounds great, you know, and he makes it sound great, you know. So, you know, anyway, look, I'm into classic pedals. I might do more on some classic pedals, you know, and classic gear. I love the classic gear. Of course, I love the modern gear too. You know, I'm looking at my rack of stuff there. And most of it's modern, as you can, most people know that, or some people know that those are older compressors down there. Totally classic compressors. But anyway, getting back, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Sorry. Anyway, hopefully you guys will all see this tomorrow. Okay. And if you can do me a favor, if you could hit subscribe, I would love that. There will be some bonus features for subscribers. I don't know what it is. I'm learning all this as I go here. I'm very new to this, so please forgive me, and maybe we'll all learn together, okay? Make suggestions. I'd love to hear them, okay? I actually got one suggestion from Toby. Toby, I will be doing what you requested. I really appreciate it, brother, okay? Everybody take care, man. Peace.